everybody, it's Rashida with blackallegiance.net, and I am happy to introduce two interesting brothers to the show. First, let me preface this by saying that Black Allegiance, we go by the basic sentiment that our power lies in unity and not in division. So I'm here to highlight people that I feel in the community are doing wonderful, commendable things. So I'd like to say hello to Royally Melanated. Hey, you guys,
What's
it's
up? What's
Bryce.
up?
Hello, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's Bryson Clark and Ola Akinroluyo, right?
There you go. Yeah, there you
Yay! I
go.
got it right.
What's going on?
Hey everybody. I was hoping I didn't butcher that, but good. So I'm thank you guys for taking the time out to see me today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Perfect, perfect. So I guess I'll just start off by saying you guys are Royally Melanated, and it's a publishing company, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Can you tell me a little bit about your company?
Well, we came together last year. Just like the rest of us know, well, we realized that our children are being exposed to negative images in the media, a lot of propaganda, and we wanted to find a way to counter all the images and negative stereotypes that we're exposed to. And we figured that the best way to do that would actually be to create a series of books. And Ola presented the idea that it would be even better for us to form a publishing company, which I was in total agreement with. And hence, Rolly Melanated was born.
I love that. I love that name.
Oh yeah, and another thing we wanted to do too is we really wanted to change the narrative of especially how the kids are growing up nowadays, and like Bryson said with the imagery and stuff like that. Because even Rashida, like growing up, did you have very many like black children's books that you read or anything like that?
No, I don't remember one.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I mean, the closest thing I can remember was the Bernstein Bears,
Well, yeah,
and
yeah,
I
you're
mean
right.
they're
Yeah,
and
Afros.
right.
yeah, you're right. No, no. Now that I think about it, no, I haven't. I don't remember any.
Right. So, we just wanted to change that, especially for, the kids and everybody growing up nowadays. And we also do young adult books too. And then even in the young adult space, when you look at everything out there, like, the Twilights and all the other type of stuff out there, they don't have anything that really reflects us as well. So,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah, I
we
like
also
that.
formed the publishing company too because we really wanted to, put other people on too and not just ourselves. So we
Okay.
wanted to give, everybody a chance to kind of come together and just have one central place where you can find, a ton of material for, kids and young adults.
Good, good. I like
Right.
that. I like that a lot. There are just a handful of black publishing companies. At least, I mean, from what I've read, there may be more than just a handful, but I think only a handful are actually doing well. Is that what you guys
Hmm.
have noticed in your experience so far?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So how did you guys
Yeah.
connect?
Well, I've known him for a while. I actually am one of the writers for melanoidnation.org, which was started by Tariq Nasheed, the creator of the Hidden Color series. And Ola and myself, through correspondence with that situation, we formed a bond, friendship, and eventually a business partnership, which led us to the Royally Melanated Publishing Group. And we've known each other for almost 3 years now. So it's been a lot of correspondence, a lot of communication, and here we are at this point.
Yeah,
Good.
and originally Bryson was writing a book, a kid's book before, before we officially, linked up and formed the company. He was writing a kid's book on basketball and all this other type of stuff. And he was like, "Oh
Right.
yeah, I'm about to go to this other publisher." And he was just about to get like the crappiest deal you've ever seen. And I'm like, "Whoa, wait a minute, we can do this by
We can do
ourselves."
our own thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we can come up with, stories and all this other type of stuff and do this way better, on our own as opposed to taking, the horrible deal.
Absolutely. So,
Right.
with that being said, have you guys, what kind of obstacles have you ran into in this whole arena? Because they think that we don't read. So, I mean,
Right.
I'm sure that you guys have faced a lot of challenges being African American, Black people actually getting this company off the ground. So, what are some of the challenges that you guys have ran into?
Really, the first challenge is just to, find illustrators because neither of us draw. So, we're really good with writing and coming up with concepts and stuff like that, and just finding somebody who can really illustrate on a professional level. And, we found somebody to do that. Our illustrator that we mainly use, Luke Henderson, I mean, he's an excellent guy. He's worked on comic books and like major motion pictures and everything like that. So it was really just, finding somebody to get that level of, quality where it needs to be so that we can compete with like the Dr. Seuss and the Bernstein Bears and all the other type of stuff. So, quality is everything. So that's kind of what we pride ourselves on.
Were you
Right.
going to add something to that, Bryson? Was there anything that you feel outside of illustration that may have challenged you a little
Well,
bit?
first and foremost, this is off the record, but I want to excuse everybody for people in the background, random people. I'm actually in a public place, so. Um, but no, back to what we were talking about.
Right.
Yes, one of the things that we felt that was a major factor outside of what we are experts in is, in addition to what Ola said with the illustration, but also um, I think marketing is a big thing right now. Marketing the book, getting the word out, really getting that traction, and really trying to expand our brand with people all over, not just in our regions, but worldwide. So that's a big challenge for us, and we're up to the challenge.
Absolutely. Great, great. So, with your books right now, what is available right now for people? Where can we actually find your books? And is there a fan favorite?
Yeah, well, right now we're working on a new book. It's called A Birthday Surprise for George Washington. I know there was another book called A Birthday Cake for George Washington, and that got pulled from Scholastic earlier this year. So it's our counter to that book that came out earlier this year, talking about happy slaves and how George Washington was so kind to his slaves and all this other type of stuff. So we're telling the real story of what happened with that. So that's gotten a lot of response from people, all over, just with the imagery and just the real story of what actually happened. And a lot of his slaves actually escaped the plantation too. So we're going into that and putting that in a
Right.
kid friendly format as well too.
Absolutely. Now, what ages is this being garnered to?
Basically, between our books are between, I'd say, ages 4 to 12.
Okay.
Hmm.
And another fan favorite that we have is a book called No Excuses,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about a boy. Basically, he has his dog, and his name Excuses, and he's finding out, as he grows older, that he has to let his dog named Excuses go so he can prosper and do other things.
Wow, that's
Right.
interesting. That's interesting. So you mentioned that they pulled this George Washington, a birthday cake for George Washington. Was it because of criticism and backlash that it received in reference to it just not being the truth?
Yeah, there was a lot when the book first came out. I mean, a lot of people just immediately were like, "Whoa, what's this going on?" Because it showed one of George Washington's cooks named Hercules just making a cake and smiling, and his daughter and everybody was so happy to be slaves and serving George Washington and all this other type of stuff. So, in reality, Hercules was really, making a whole bunch of food and pleasing George Washington so he can find a way to escape.
Right.
So, that was the thing that they overlooked and they never talked about in the book. And they would just, a lot of people, not only I think they had like a petition, right, Bryson, for it
They
to
did.
come down, and then it got a lot of criticism in the media and other outlets and stuff, and Scholastic just finally pulled it. But the book is still for sale now. I think it's like $100 and something, but
Oh well, whatever. We're
yeah,
not
they
gonna.
they still yeah they're still promoting it
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
I'm
as
glad
a
you guys
collector's
have came
item.
out. I'm sorry.
As a collector's item.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, we
In
won't
the
be able
book,
to
I
get
would
to
like to
it.
add the book we actually wrote, the birthday surprise for George Washington, is actually based off a true historical narrative. Hercules was actually a real slave. We researched several documents showing that Hercules was basically, quote unquote, the prize slave of George Washington. He wore the finest clothes, had access to all the social events, but he stayed true to his spirit, and he realized inherently that it wasn't right for him to be a slave, regardless of the benefits that he got over the other slaves.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is very valuable and important. And me being a parent, this is something that I definitely would support. And I encourage everybody else listening to support this because so many times, just like you said earlier, Ola, we're not exposed to the truth. And you should not just depend on a school system to give your children our history because it's not going to be the truth. So you guys are really, really making an impact, and I'm so excited for your company. I'm excited for your books. Now, is this book actually being sold right now? Where can people go purchase this book?
Well, it's not out yet. It's going to be out at the end of September, but you can pre-order it now on royallymelanated.com. And you can find all of our books on royallymelanated.com.
royallymelanated.com. Perfect. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to add? I did. You know what? Before I even say that, now I know you guys mentioned that you also can publish for people looking to create a career in writing. Do you guys offer that kind of help? And if so, how do people reach out to you?
Yeah, just send us an email. Just go to royallymelanated.com, and at the end there's a comment box, and there's a way to get in touch with us through email. My phone number is at the top of the website, so I'm very easy to get a hold of. And just reach out to us, and we're always looking for new people and new additions to the royally melanated family. So
Good, good. Anything else you wanted to add, Bryson, before we say goodbye from Black Allegiance?
Also, we have a social media presence. If you go to Instagram, our Instagram is Royally Melanated Publishing, or R Melanated. That's actually our handle for Instagram. Royally Melanated Publishing on Facebook, and that's where you can find a lot of posts that we put out to let people know what we're up to, release dates, and we show our illustrations and newest editions of authors or any changes. So be sure to hit us up on Facebook and Instagram.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. So much. I look forward to hearing more from you guys. And once again, I'm Rashida from blackallegiance.net, where our power lies in unity, not division. And these guys are an exact example of what it is to have Black Allegiance. I really, really commend you guys for doing what you're doing. Keep it up, and I wish you the best of luck.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Rashida.
Cool, cool. We'll talk soon, guys. Thank you.
All
Thanks.
right, thanks.
Talk
Bye.
to them.
Bye bye.
Bye.